It's a bird!
It's a plane! It's...
Whosoever hears this audio, if they be worthy, shall possess the insight, human, and superhuman abilities of the world's mightiest metahumans. Accompanying a journey of high-quality nerd commentary, we got my son Colton, a.k.a. Pizza Parker. Talk to the people.
It's your boy Colton, a.k.a. Ultraman, a.k.a. I'm Evil, a.k.a. What is it, the Tights? A.k.a. Does Lex Luthor have hair or is he bald?
He's bald.
A.k.a. Mr. Terrific's haircut. A.k.a. Let's see where this goes. Let's see how many mom and dick jokes you can sneak into this one.
And as always, we got my son Gas in here floating in the atmosphere. And I mean, taking care of that was him. I mean, that was him shouting himself out. Shout out Gas. I mean, and as always, you know who it is. Your boy Dennis, aka Old Dirty Dennis, aka Mr. Prolific, aka Flex Luger, aka the Gene Land Fly Guy Gardner, aka Kryptonian, aka Superman Hennessy, aka Man of Steel, because we boosted, nigga.
Okay, because we the Man of Steel.
Exactly, son. Third eye open, nigga. Welcome to another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. This is gonna be like a quick one, but we also gonna update you guys on some motherfucking, I guess news, and I guess if you don't want to be spoiled, because we don't know if this news is true or not, even though there's a lot of pictures.
We just throwing shit out there.
We're gonna throw shit out there. I'm gonna talk about shit we seen. We're gonna talk about shit we seen, shit we didn't see, shit we would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What we're excited about, what we're not excited about, and yeah, we're just gonna get this dialogue in about Superman, which is coming out on my birthday of next year.
Yeah, sir.
Which means that if that shit is ass, then y'all ruined my birthday.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure. But,
I mean,
what did you want to get into first in this beautiful conversation?
All right, so I guess the first thing is clearly he's, as you know, is definitely supposed to be like a 180 from Zack Snyder's Superman.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely. I can tell from the suit.
Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about the suit. Like, he's supposed to be more hopeful, like traditional, for me personally, boring Superman of just goody two shoes.
They want that guy back. They want that good old.
That good old, you know what I mean? That good old Southern boy.
That guy from Kansas.
Oh my God, taking cats out of trees and
you know what I'm saying? He's not racist. He's from Kansas. He's from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? He's a Kansas boy. He can't be racist. He's from Kansas. What do you mean?
So the only hopefully pushback that I have for the Superman movie is because it has so many characters that maybe I'm not annoyed by Superman because there are so many other people that I possibly enjoy. Because the movie's stacked.
White people, I feel like I'm not really even bothered by this Superman. Like most people, I feel like a lot of people are bothered by this Superman for some reason, and I feel like I don't care that much. So like, what's the worst? The worst he can do is actually just be super fucking bad. And like, I don't think he's gonna be super fucking bad. So like, I feel like I really don't know. I feel like a lot of people in the cast of a Superman movie is them super speeding through having to actually just do a Superman movie by itself again, because that's a lot of fucking work, especially like when we already rebooted the shit and we were already trying to fast track into like making bread about like our fucking IPs.
Yeah.
So adding all these characters do make sense, but at the same time, is this a Superman movie? You get what I'm saying? Because like, if we shit on Marvel movies like Spider-Man and all these other movies for not being just that one character's movie, then we gotta shit on the Superman movie for not only being a Superman movie, because it's a lot of other fucking people that people are here to see. So what? What is it, the braids? Like,
what is it, the trunks?
What is it, the trunks? Like, it's one of those things where it's like,
that's interesting. That's interesting.
Are we going to be fair about this? Because if the movie's good, like, you know what I'm saying? The complainer will really just be nitpicking.
Right.
But, like, if the movie's not good, now we just gotta be like, you tried to get him to get lifted by all these other niggas and it didn't work.
Mhm.
So they got a lot of thinking to do.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I would say ultimately, I don't really have a problem with this nigga as Superman like other people do.
Oh no. Okay, so let me clarify. I don't have a problem with David. Yeah, I don't have a problem with him as Superman. My problem is just Superman. Like, I think I've been very clear. I'm just not a fan of the goody two shoes. Like, growing up, like, because people are fucked up, and you're like, you grew up here. Like, you know how fucked up people are. Like, I don't trust you with powers.
I kind of got away from that level of thinking only because like I guess we're in a fake world, and I guess he can be fake perfect. But like I would like to see him. I would like to see how this movie puts him through like shit.
Yes.
How he goes through like actual like problems and people not fucking with him and having different opinions with him.
So I guess I would say kind of what you were talking about earlier about like it not being a Superman movie, because I never really thought of it that way, and that makes a lot of fucking sense. The only kind of pushback I have for that I can think of is when I think of like the Suicide Squad or Guardians. James Gunn being the one kind of manning the ship, he does a pretty good job of balancing characters, even though there would be a lot of people in the fucking movie. Because even in the Guardians movies, for a team of like 5 or 6 people, like it still felt everyone had an arc. Like I didn't feel
he does.
You know what I mean? So like,
good with that.
If Superman's a quote unquote his favorite superhero, even though you're supposed to say that if you're making the fucking movie and you're manning the entire universe, like I would expect you to say some shit like that. So even if there was an inkling of that being true, I would think, even with all these, because we're going to talk about the supporting cast. There's a lot of people in the supporting cast.
A lot of fucking people.
It's kind of hard to convince me in 2 hours that it's still just a Superman movie. But again, giving him just some leeway because he's done it in the past and it has worked. It's possible for him to pull it off.
It's going to be, I guess, like a all-star Superman type of situation where it's like not only Superman. Yeah, Superman's the main person, but we're also going to have a shit ton of other people to help Superman to, I guess, make it more interesting. And this is...
Go ahead. Just go in. Fuck it.
People are going to always push back on this, but this just goes back to my point on Superman being boring and like how he's gonna...
You got to pad the movie.
Like, well, yeah, niggas all cried when niggas made Man of Steel, but that was one of the most interesting Supermen we've ever seen, and now we're back to the status quo, and guess what has to happen? He has to have 15 niggas in a movie. So
that's true.
Do with that what you will.
That's true.
That's all I gotta say.
I will also say I appreciate the fact that it's not an origin movie, because goddamn, like we don't need another origin Superman. He's already Superman in this movie. He's already established as Superman. From what I can see, maybe I guess an interesting route would be like you have all these other heroes in the movie that are more aggressive than maybe Superman is, and he has to, him being the good, if they're going with the goody two shoes thing, he has to be like the opposite of all the other heroes for him to stand out, because he can't be violent like the rest of them. So he's probably the, like do what's right and do what's good, and there's a better way to handle this type of situation.
Yeah, he's gonna be. I guess he's gonna be the voice of reason on like a lot of this shit.
Exactly, like thinking about that would be the only way to me that would make sense plot wise, because then if you're on screen with like a Green Lantern, I'd rather see Green Lantern versus you personally.
No, I feel that.
You know what I mean? So I would feel like they have to go story wise. They'd have to go, he's the good guy and they're good too, but he gives people a chance versus like the rest of them.
What do you know about the David Cornersweat guy? Cornersweat guy.
Only thing I know about him, honestly, is when I've seen a picture of him, he looks like a young version of Henry Cavill. Like I feel like they just cloned this nigga in a lab and just let him out early.
I watched the nigga in Pearl.
Okay. How did you feel about it? No good?
No. It's not even that it's... No, it's not even that it's no good. It's just like...
His acting?
That don't tell me if he's Superman. Like, he was just some old-timey, like, kind of freaky nigga. Like, it was like... I was just like, oh, this... I guess if you look at him, you're like, oh, yeah, I guess I can see Clark Kent.
So looks-wise, but acting like he doesn't show the range for it.
I was just like, bro, I don't... This range, this doesn't teach me anything.
Got you.
It just shows me that, like, you're an actor, and you can act.
But you don't know if you can do
he's
Superman.
A good actor. because
Okay.
I
Hey,
don't
look.
know enough about him. Like I seen that one thing, and I said, "Oh, he did all right getting killed," and being like some freaky old timey nigga. And then I was
guess.
just like, I don't know, but I don't know.
So the only thing I can say is two. Like one, I do appreciate them attaching Superman to someone we don't know, so you don't have any preconceived notions to
True.
like past roles
True
or
that.
whatever. And then two, he had to do pretty good in like the sessions where they like
That's
they
a fact.
audition you.
That's a fact.
Because he looks like Superman. Like that was the one thing I was like, okay, I get the if you throw a little curl on him, it's over.
He looked like Superman.
Yeah, like you bulk him up some, which he did. He did get kind of like buff for this role. But acting wise, I can't hate because I don't have any like past things to use. But while that's a good thing, it's also a bad thing because you could easily just suck, nigga.
You
like
could be horrible. You could just be a good looking tall.
Yeah,
white
you could just be
a white guy that looks like Clark Kent.
Exactly, and that's it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he has the maybe hopefully.
That's a good segue because how you feel about the suit?
All right, so here's my thing with the suit. Because if they're going classic, old-timey, good old Southern boy like style, it looks that type of Superman, which is, because he has like the trunks, he has like the symbol. The only thing I will say I love a lot is the fact that they have like the symbol on the cape. That's the first time that they've done that, and it looks fucking fire that way.
That shit is hard.
Everything else is like, maybe I need to see it in post-production. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to judge it based on like a camera phone zoomed out that wasn't supposed to take the picture of it.
That's
I mean, like,
fact. Or like him sitting down like on a chair.
Yeah, because it's going to have like the little ripples in the suit, and in post-production they clean that up
makes it look way
and make it a little smoother and shit. So
my thing, I have two things about the suit, right?
Okay.
The one thing that I kind of said to the homies when I first seen the suit was exactly what you said about the post-production thing.
Yeah.
In post-production, it'll probably look a lot better. On screen, it'll probably look a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
These are set photos.
Yeah, these are rough photos.
So, like, boom. Two, I didn't like the suit at first, but then I thought about it more, and I thought about the iterations of Superman suits, and it just really looks like New 52 and My Adventures of Superman's suit.
Definitely.
And, like, I was like, the My Adventure of Superman suit is very similar to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And also the third thing is that I think people being mad at this suit don't really make sense because we already know that Superman changes suits half the time.
Mm-hmm.
This dead looks like a suit that maybe his mom put together or some shit. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Because I feel like it is a early version. It's the first. Because I mean, if you've seen enough superhero movies, it gets advanced. Like they get better versions of the suits, and I feel
might even change his suit mid-movie.
He might. No, I mean, they never said he was going to stay in that suit. They just said you were going to get like a more classic. Exactly. You were always going to get a classic with the trunk suit. Because I mean, they needed something to differentiate that Superman from all the other Supermen. You know what I mean? Because you can't. After Man of Steel with like the darker blue, the dark kind of like mood set with that, like they wanted to do something a little different. And if you want to change a 180 on like the movie Superman, you got to do a brighter blue. You know what I mean? You give him the old school, the good old boy.
Yellow.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta do something different. And I feel like in that sense, I'm okay with it because then I don't immediately think Zack Snyder. Like I think literally just James Gunn. You know what I mean? And see where you go with that. What I will say though, the Clark Kent looks absolutely they made him Bad Bunny, nigga. Like, that's literally what they did. Yes, nigga. They made him Bad Bunny, nigga.
I'm crying.
It was like...
So he just always has a bad hair day, I guess.
It's just like, all right. But I will say, he does look a lot different from Superman.
He does.
Because, like, if I'm walking by...
I say, you know what? I would think he was a Puerto Rican.
Exactly.
And then I would look at Superman and be like, that's a white man.
That's a white man.
That's absolutely a white man.
Somebody would have came into the office, like the newspaper, and be like, hey, I got this crazy scoop that Clark Kent is super. I'd be like nah, that Puerto Rican nigga is not Superman, bro.
He is not white, bro. That dude is Puerto Rican. I knew him since I was 8. What are you talking about?
That nigga was at the fucking Puerto Rican Day Parade going crazy. He was getting crazy dubs, bro. You know, like he was out here.
I'm gonna let you in a little secret. He adopted.
Exactly. Come on. Really?
That nigga Puerto Rican parents probably still in Puerto Rico.
You see the hair texture, nigga?
Look
Come
at his
on.
hair texture.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. You see Superman, stop
not
playing.
his family, gang. Them kids is not his family. His last name like Sanchez or some shit.
Exactly. This nigga Clark Rodriguez, nigga.
Yo,
like,
bro, I'm not gonna lie. He would trick me in this universe.
He would.
Because I would be like, that's no.
No. Come on. You're pulling my leg.
That's hilarious. I guess over the sake of time, we got a lot of different names of characters showing up and of actors playing a lot of characters.
Yes.
Who are some of the characters you're very excited about?
All right. So even though we mentioned him in the intro and kind of made fun of him, I'm looking forward to Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific, absolutely.
Because the suit is perfect.
The suit is perfect.
It's
but
fucking perfect.
It's hard to fuck that up. It's a jacket.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see where they do with like, you know, like his technology and shit and the shit that he does. I think that's interesting to bring him in the first movie. Plus, that dude is a great actor that Fox fucking wasted and killed him.
I'm happy.
Killed the unkillable character.
Whatever.
But exactly, whatever. But I'm happy to see him because I think Mr. Terrific is a fucking cool character. Who else do we have? We also have Rachel from Miss Maisel looks exactly like Lois. And the crazy shit about Lois is you just got to throw in a purple shirt and some black pants, and it's like, god damn, she threw it. Yo, she did it. You cooked. Yo, she did. They bought her shirt on like Amazon or something. She got her shirt like $5.99 at H&M on a sale, nigga.
You did it.
She threw on some black jeans, and it was like, god damn, she's a reporter.
That's Lois. That's goddamn Lois. That's goddamn.
She looks
Lois.
just like her. It's insane. Simple costume. Who else?
You got my son, NoHo Hank.
Yes. Shout out to NoHo Hank, nigga.
That nigga play Amazo?
Yes.
Shout out NoHo Hank.
Yeah.
Getting in.
Oh no, actually he's Metamorpho.
Yeah. Also, is Guy Gardner in this?
Yes. Nathan Fillion. Yeah.
Guy Gardner. I can't wait for that.
I can't wait to see that. I think that's gonna be fun.
Who else did we get?
Hawk Girl. We haven't seen anything on Hawk Girl yet, but I am interested because the characters that he picked for the first Superman movie are interesting enough characters for me to like.
They have a lot of crazy lore.
Exactly. So to put all of them in there, like, interesting. Shout out to my son Frank Grillo playing the same character in every superhero movie.
He's just always crossbones. He's just forever crossbones and everything. He's Rick Flag.
Yeah, he's Rick Flag Senior. Yeah.
And then this is turn your ears. Skip probably the next 2 minutes, but there's a rumor that Ultraman is in the movie.
Yes, I saw some pictures. I feel like it's possible.
Like Black Noir.
Yeah, he does.
And I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are you guys stealing from niggas that stole from y'all? But whatever.
They were like, they Man of Steel, nigga.
We did it. All right, we back.
Full circle.
All the people that skipped, we back. It's no more spoilers. But yeah.
All right, who else? The engineer. Now he can talk more about that than I can because I haven't read The Authority yet. I own the book.
I'm gonna be real about The Authority, right? Just know that The Authority works through all timelines and times, and they're like kind of like all powerful,
omnipresent type shit.
Omnipresent government agency type shit that makes sure that like shit don't get too crazy. So I think that this movie is just immediately going like we're traveling timelines routes. Like they're immediately giving us like, so we have people that can like kind of move through different timelines and shit. So we'll see because I could be wrong about The Authority. I'm about to look it up. But
I do feel like
they definitely travel through timelines and make sure that everything is like okay.
I do think it's interesting that that he's putting so much into the movie because if the amount of characters that he has in this movie, it kind of feels like how I felt when I watched like Age of Ultron and like Civil War, where like they started sprinkling like what the bigger overall arcing of the universe was going to be about in like those two movies. And you kind of doing that in your first movie, it just kind of seems like a lot going on.
I'm bugging out. The Authority is a different team. Authority is the team with my son Midnighter.
Yeah. I think you told me about him.
One of the first like teams with LGBTQ for real LGBTQ IA plus representation because Midnighter and Apollo is booze.
Okay,
those are both like the strong Midnight. Midnight is basically psychopathic Batman that's gay as hell and just be fucking mad niggas and like he's just a badass. And then Apollo is basically like super alien, god, gay Superman.
So basically, this is like a Tumblr fanfic.
It's like the fanfic of Batman and Superman that people love. Right? So basically, but these niggas are like the Authority kind of crazy. Like the Authority kind of crazy. And I wonder if like the Union Jack nigga is in it. The telepath nigga that Superman had beef with.
The amount of characters that we have in this movie, I wouldn't be surprised, because them throwing in the Authority in the first movie is kind of crazy, because that means we're definitely getting something with the Authority at some point. You know what I mean? And then them using Guy Gardner to introduce Green Lantern, which they did confirm they're going through with the Green Lantern series. Like, we're actually getting the Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, like, true detective crime mystery 8-episode series, which I'm very excited for, because I enjoy both of those Green Lanterns. So them doing like a murder crime mystery version of that ties into like this DCU universe that James Gunn is working on is very interesting for me. Now, one thing I definitely want to talk about, I guess you could say kind of Superman related, is Supergirl. Now, I remember we did an old episode. I can't remember which episode. You guys will have to go find it. If you can, like, just let me know. There was an episode that we did where we talked about Superman a little bit, and I think it was Colton or like somebody that listens told me to. I forgot. It was Superman, Man of Tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah.
And I checked the book out, and they were like, this is one of the best Superman books you can read. It's fantastic. If you're not already a fan, this book will make you a fan. I read that book. I did not give a fuck about Superman. I read the whole thing, and it was just like...
Man of Tomorrow.
No, not Man of Tomorrow. It was I forgot what the shit was called. But it was
when he wasn't... When
he was sick. He got sick, and it was like 10 different stories.
I didn't tell you to read that one.
Okay, good. So he's safe. But whoever it is that told me, I'm going to track you down for that shit.
I cannot believe this shit.
That shit was not good, okay? Like, I read the whole thing, and I was like, I don't care about Superman any more than I did before I started this book. The only thing that happened is I just got scammed into buying an actual Superman book, and it just did nothing for me. However, I only bring that up because after I was so disappointed, I was like, I'm going to try something else, and I immediately went to Supergirl. And it was, because it was Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And I read that book, and that story is fucking fantastic, okay? That made me a fan of Supergirl. You could even find...
Is she supposed to be in the movie?
Yes, that's where I'm going with this. Okay. So that book, I'm pretty sure if you check like our YouTube page or like TikTok page, like I have like a 1-minute review on that book. If you just want a quick summary, no spoilers. Fantastic fucking book. And it was written by Tom King. He does like Nightwing and shit like that. I enjoyed that shit. And then I found out that not only is she going to be in the movie, who's starring her is the girl from House of the Dragon from last season who played young Rhaena. So I'm already in because I did like her. She kind of already had that spunk to her, you know what I mean? And if you read the book, Supergirl is the Superman that I want. She's like the savage.
She the real one.
She's the real one, nigga.
She got the actual battle history.
Yes. So in that story, I'm not spoiling anything, but you know, like it kind of has a little bit of like Guardians of the Galaxy, like a little edgy with like a cross between like Conan the Barbarian / like Tarzan type shit, because she's like on these planets going, because she don't have like her full power. She's slowly losing it because she's too far from like the sun or whatever. So the longer she stays here,
real nigga.
Exactly, and she's trying to help this young girl get revenge because her parents were killed by this nigga, and that nigga also like fucked up her ship and tried to kill her dog. So now she's chasing this nigga around the fucking universe as her powers are slowly deteriorating. It is fucking fire, nigga. Fucking fire. Get that book. If I don't ever recommend any other DC book for y'all, aside from maybe Nightwing, because I do fuck with my nigga Nightwing, get that book. And the movie's based on that. Her solo movie's gonna be based on that, which made me even more hyped because then they started talking about who's in the writing room for that. So that's James Gunn. They got Tom King. So you're already in safe hands because he's the nigga who wrote the fucking...
Yeah, he got all the shit right there.
Exactly.
He got the notes.
So now you put that with him. And then they were talking about like a possible director. And I know there was a little controversy when I first found that out about who they had in mind. I don't want to fuck up this nigga's name. Craig Giuseppe, I guess. He's in talks to direct. Now, some people were upset because they were like, oh, so it's a Supergirl movie. You should get a woman to do the story, to direct it or whatever. And I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, because I enjoyed the story so much, I just want the best director to do
That's
it.
a fact.
So I did
feel
look
that.
up some of his shit, and he's done movies with women, and they were good. Like if you were a fan of like Cruella, he did that. If you're a fan of I, Tonya with Margot Robbie, that movie's great. So for him to direct that, and that was strictly about Nancy Kerrigan and like what's her name, Tanya Harding, when she was wilding back then.
Yeah.
That movie's fucking fantastic, and I didn't even know it was a man who directed that. So if he ends up being the one to direct it, good hands.
He did
honestly,
He did
good hands. Know what I mean? Other than that, we basically covered all the people that I'm talking about. And this movie's supposed to come out like 2 years after like Superman Legacy. So, and the fact that they're already putting it into action now,
They putting in a lot of fucking work.
to make this shit happen, bro. Because Superman Legacy comes out next year.
That's a fucking fact.
Superman got like 9 months of like time to set the whole universe up. And then we get like to the real shit. Because I'm a Supergirl fan. You know what I mean? And that book, if they're following that story, knocked it out the park.
They gotta go crazy.
You already got the author, nigga. Like, just put the budget. Just make sure she get a budget and it's lit. Know what I mean? Other than that, let me see who else. I had one question, which was kind of tough for me because I couldn't think of anybody, but I'm gonna shoot it to you just in case. So we have David Corset as the new Superman. A lot of these actors, the supporting cast are like friends of like James Gunn from like, Guardians and, past shit that he's done. And just because they fuck with him, they want to be a part of it. Who would form your new Trinity if you have to come up with a new Wonder Woman? Because I'm sure it's not going to be someone like super big and like a new Batman. Who would be your new Batman to balance with David Corset? If you could think of anybody. Or anybody listen, if you could think of somebody, throw some names in there. One person that did come to mind for me, which would be kind of interesting to see, is my son from, while I've never watched the show, I'm going to use that as the example, and then the other show after is Supernatural. The brother on Supernatural, who's also the fake Captain America in The Boys.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he would be a cool-ass Batman. You get his hair dark.
Ackles?
Yes. You get his hair black, probably cut it a little shorter, you know what I mean? He already kind of got a build for it. Like, I feel like he'd be kind of a fun Batman.
You don't know who I randomly be thinking of, but like that nigga's mad brolic. Like he's too brolic. Jack Reacher. The nigga who played Doug from
God damn, nigga, that is Batfleck like part 2, nigga.
Like, he's mad. He's just so fucking.
He's
big,
fucking
like,
huge, bro.
But like, I think he would be able to do it.
He could probably do it
compared to like the David Cornerswets. Good
old
lucky. I feel like that Alan Rickman nigga, or even like who you said.
Yeah.
They can like off balance.
Yes,
like that,
I feel like
more serious adult shit.
I do feel like the Allen is a really good choice because I happened to, because you brought it up, it's funny. I saw like a video of him like they saw each other at like a party or whatever.
Yeah.
And he walks over to shake David Corset's hand. And this man towers over David.
Yeah,
David Corset is like
crazy.
6'3", 6'4", 6'5", or some shit. And he's been working out. So he's like 250, 280, some shit like that.
Mad, bro.
And he made him look like a child.
He's so fucking bro.
It made no sense how big Alan Richter is, bro.
Yeah, that nigga is mad big.
So if they decide to go like that kind of Superman, like a kind of the Dark Knight, really like brolic, you know what I mean?
What's his name? What's his name's
Yeah, the Dark Knight version, the from the books, like the older Batman or whatever. They kind of go that route. I'll be cool with that because you need someone that they can't be as lanky as the older Batman of like the Dark Knight type shit. Like they need someone that it may not be as strong as Superman, but physically is like, you know what I mean, like threatening. Like if they stand next to him, it's like, oh, he don't have powers, but that nigga could fuck me up too. Like they need someone like that. You know what I mean? Wonder Woman.
I don't really know any younger like kind of 20 to like 35-year-old niggas that I could think of to play.
Right. I would probably have to like really sit and like, and plus knowing like a James Gunn, he's gonna find someone that's really like out there that's probably did 2 movies. Know what I mean? And they were both comedies or some shit.
Who are you thinking for Wonder Woman?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. Like, cause you got to get somebody like a young. Oh, it'd be kind of cool. I don't know if they would use her though, cause I think she's more. she doesn't really fit the look. She was in the Scream movie. They kicked her out. I forgot her name.
I know who you're talking about.
She's young, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
And
about.
you know, because of her Palestine stance, they removed her or whatever the case was.
Yeah.
But
Bunk ass niggas, free Palestine.
exactly. But she has a slender look. She's young enough, and I feel like you want people young enough that can grow with the characters, which is why I think he picked, David, because he's a pretty young guy. Just like I think the Batman is either going to be a young guy or is going to be like an Alan Richter, was just a little bit older than the rest of the group and a little bit more gruffy and serious.
Opposite, bro.
Oh, okay.
I think they should pick a shorty that's strong, like dead ass, like a brawling shorty.
Okay.
I don't know who exactly right now,
Yeah,
but I know there's a lot of shorties that would be willing to like kind of
bulk up.
to be one of them.
Okay.
Like, I don't think she should be frail anymore.
That's actually very interesting. That reminds me of which, as much shit as it gets, I liked the Wonder Woman model in the Suicide Squad game.
Yeah.
Where she was like really empowering. And
you know what I'm saying? She was that ass towering.
Yes, like a real warrior type. So
I think they should do that. Like if it comes to Wonder Woman.
I actually like that. I like that. But I don't know who they would find.
Yeah,
or they would have to find someone and like bulk them up the way.
Willing to bulk up.
The way David bulked up, they would have to bulk that person up. So that's actually pretty interesting first. Because I mean, you do want someone that doesn't remind you of Zack Snyder's version. So yeah, like someone that's really big and like looks powerful or whatever would be an interesting pick to just be different from what we currently know and lean into the warrior thing with like a shield and shit. And
that's a fact.
Yeah. Get a sword on her, like
get a sword, and then she's really wild.
Yes. Actually, no, that's actually fire. Honestly, like currently, I would say for the DCU, optimistic. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we've done this dance before. Everyone listening, we've done this DC dance before. Had high hopes, and here we are yet again. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm hoping that whatever James Gunn has in mind for this universe, it works. I do like the things that I'm hearing, you know what I mean? Like the animated stuff being connected to the movies, like Frank Grillo is going to lead the Creature Commandos in the animated shit, and he's already Rick Flag in the Superman movie. I do hope that I will say this. I do hope that they make the James Gunn version of Creature Commandos actually interesting. Because I read the book, and goddamn, maybe it was fire for its time, but listen to me.
Some bullshit.
Oh my God, that is some war propaganda, buddy.
Oh, okay, I'm fucking crying. I already know.
Every time you turn around, it was like those damn those Vietnamese. It was just like,
relax, chill out. You guys are monsters. You guys are literal monsters.
Hold on. So I'm hoping it's a little bit more whimsical. I feel like this is the time for the dick jokes.
Yeah, that is the time for the dick jokes. I'm not even gonna lie.
If it's anything like the book, count me out.
I'm crying.
Oh shit! But no, I'm looking forward to it because James Gunn's cheat code is he's good with multiple characters. So if he does really good with like these random put together teams like he did with the Suicide Squad, Guardians of the Galaxy had a trilogy, like one of the biggest franchises for Marvel. I feel like he could do something interesting with the Creature Commandos.
He could make it happen.
I didn't see like the characters that I knew from the book in that team aside from the Frankenstein. Other than that, the rest of them were like new people that I've never seen before. But if it turns out that it's good, I'm on board because I'm never gonna be upset with more superhero content. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And if it translates into like movies later on where we get like a Creature Commandos like team, you know what I mean? Like I'll be down for some shit like that. And overall, I'm just cautiously optimistic because it feels like with James Gunn at the helm, him taking what he's learned from Marvel, like in terms of just brand building, not necessarily like making movies, but like building a brand, building an ISP, knowing your characters, taking like because we've talked about that on the show before, especially on Patreon, about DC has so many fucking characters that you can build some shit around that people don't necessarily know. And you can make interesting because there's no preconceived notion to what that character does and make a movie on them and be successful. Like one thing I'll always remember is when I brought up Katana. Like, I feel like a Katana movie with a soul-stealing sword, nigga, where you're like maybe like an assassin for hire or some shit for Amanda Waller. You could make a whole movie based on some shit like that, and the CGI budget doesn't have to be nuts. And who doesn't like a movie with a chick with a sword, nigga, like going around killing niggas, and her sword steals souls? Sign me the fuck up, nigga. That's like superhero Highlander, nigga. Like, put me fucking down for some shit like that. So I feel like because they have so many rare characters, and he's the type of nigga that loves messing with like random oddballs, whimsical niggas, and just somehow turn it into like a fucking franchise. Put me down. Put me down.
And it's called Gods and Monsters, this first shit.
Yes.
So might as well go crazy.
I do expect us to get some more, like maybe we get a Swamp Thing, nigga. Like, someone's got to be first to like get their version of Swamp Thing or Man Thing out there and be the first of that thing. Because whoever's first, everyone's going to say like the next one of that is the fake. Know what I mean?
So because Marvel already did it, but then they pulled it.
And they pulled back. Exactly. So if Man Thing comes out first and then Swamp Thing, everyone's gonna be like, yo, why are they making like a fake Man Thing? And in the reverse as well. So like if DC comes out with their Swamp Thing first, Marvel dropped the ball because we did see Man Thing in Werewolves by Midnight, but we just never saw him again. It's just like it just never counted. You know what I mean? So I'm excited just in general because he has such a weird white boy brain. Just sort of put it out there because I mean he likes dick jokes. So I feel like as long as he doesn't fly too close to the sun, we're good. I mean, we'll have some fun with some random characters and fuck it. If we end up back here in 2 years and we're rebooting under somebody else,
I'm not gonna lie, it's still gonna be my birthday, so I'm gonna enjoy it regardless.
You know what I mean?
That's all I gotta say. Hopefully everything that comes out after this is good because I'm just gonna pretend like it didn't happen. Like it's my birthday anyway. It's not Superman Day if that shit is horrible. So hey, do with that information what you want.
So yeah, honestly, that's all I kind of have because you know, like this is all the information we currently have. But it's been a while since we've like just kind of just talked nerdy to you niggas on some just like you know what I mean, like random news and rumors and shit.
Like actually talking about shit, giving y'all little scoops.
Exactly. It's been a while since we did that. I just thought it would be, you know, we should start with if this is the start of their universe, then we start with them and see where it goes, and hopefully it lands a little better than how Zack Snyder did. Even though I was a Snyder fan, you know what I mean, but hopefully it lands a little better with just overall success and you know like blah 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 and we get because honestly like when people talk about superhero fatigue, there's no superhero fatigue if the movie's good. Like people like just want good movies. So like
also, we haven't had like a real superhero movie in a minute.
Yeah, we've been out of the loop. Marvel's been quiet. Know what I mean? Like there's no DC.
Get that one shit. One Deadpool movie, and then we fucking relax.
And then we choke a little bit
at the end of the year, and then we fucking relax.
And then we relax.
And then the DC is Elseworld, so you're getting Batman 2 and fucking Joker.
Exactly. So you know we are getting this is your break. Know what I mean? This is your break, and hopefully they've given the audience enough time to just chill, and they could put together like a really good movie that knocks it out the park and reignites. Honestly, I don't even mind if it reignites the Marvel versus DC fans. Honestly, and like just charge them niggas up. So it's not because competition could only help. Honestly, like because at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna see all regardless. Colton's gonna see like Marvel, DC. It doesn't matter. But you know, there's just it's like if you're a Samsung or Apple fan. Like as long as innovation happens, everyone wins. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of hoping that wherever DC lands is just somewhere positive, and this Superman movie does enough that I get Supergirl. That's pretty much my extent right now of DC success. We just got to make it 2 years so I can get my Supergirl movie, and after that, whatever happens, fucking happens, okay? Like, good luck. If the next movie after that is just pure dick jokes, like I got what I wanted, niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, speaking of dick jokes, Peacemaker coming back for season 2.
Yes,
I'm excited about. Again, we just talking about James Gunn and random characters. Oh, that shit flew right past you. Taking random characters and making them successful. Who would have thought Peacemaker second season. Like I'm on board. You know what I mean, and
I would have thought.
I don't even
I
know.
believe. I'm a John Cena fan though.
I don't even know how they, it's supposed to connect to the new DCU somehow, even though it was connected to the last DCU. And I don't even know if they're going to even cover how it connects, or they're just going to be like, it connects and ta-da. You know what I mean? Because it's not an Elseworld type thing. They just basically said this is a part of James Gunn's new DCU universe. So however that works, I'm on board because fuck it. Like, we out here killing niggas on live, nigga. Gang. Put them in the dirt. Yeah. So honestly, that kind of covers everything currently that we know about these. Hopefully, you will. I won't even say hopefully. You will get this level of excitement from me when we have enough information to do a Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie, and I convince this nigga to read the book. And we probably do like a review episode. That book is fucking awesome. Honestly, I've never, on all the episodes we've done, I've never come in here this hard and promote a book that.
Really love this book.
The only other thing I promoted this hard is The Last Ronin, and that shit is straight fucking fire. So if I'm promoting a DC book this hard, nigga, it's because that shit is good. Yeah. Other than that, you got any final words before you wrap up?
Nah. It's my birthday, man.
There you go. Don't ruin my son's birthday. You know what I mean? So as always, this has been another issue of the Mighty Metahumans podcast, providing you with that high quality nerd commentary. Subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend. You know what I mean? If you want the visuals to these fucking episodes, hit your boys up on Patreon. You know what I mean? It's only $5 a month. We the only niggas that got streaming services that don't raise prices. You know what I mean? Like all these other niggas, Netflix is there's no ads here. There's no ads. Y'all hear the whole episode. Niggas is not throwing in fucking Clorox dish detergent. We not in here advertising nothing. We just give you a straight episode raw, nigga. Straight old dirty bastard. Know what I mean? You might end up with a kid. This shit is that raw, nigga. Know what I mean? So yeah, follow us on Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon. Gene Lantern. If you want to pay the extra for the Dennis Plus, you can do that. Know what I mean? Night Deviant episodes. New shit coming soon. You know what I mean?
There is a new agreement between me and the Night Deviant. We're gonna be taking each episode. So I'll do an episode and he'll do an episode.
Okay.
This is the first time that this has ever happened in history.
Hey, y'all heard it here first.
I talked to that bum ass nigga. We had mad beef, but he acknowledged me for the first time ever. And he said, "You know what? You take some episodes."
Wow, these niggas doing a yin and yang type situation. You know what I mean? These niggas going back and forth like styles and kiss, nigga.
Still gonna be the Night Deviant, but like it's also gonna be me. So
okay, I fuck with that. Like I said, yeah, just Dennis Plus. You know what I mean, $10 a month, or Gene Lanterns for $5 a month. Whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You get the video episode, and you get extra episodes too. You know what I mean? And you get video episodes. So you lit. I mean, you can find us on all social media sites as The Mighty Metas. You know what I mean? That's all socials. That's TikTok. That's YouTube. That's Twitter or X, if you want to call it that. Facebook brothers, like we got y'all too. You know what I mean?
shout out to y'all, man.
The good old Superman fans over on Facebook. Yeah, Instagram, like wherever you find us, like the same name, The Mighty Metas. If you're looking for me specifically, it's Old Dirty Dennis. That's OLDRRTYDENNIS. That's on all social media sites. You know what I mean? If you need some cards, you know what I mean? If you're trying to get some cards for your brothers on Facebook, you know what I mean? Hit me up on Etsy.
Superman is good,
Yeah,
get
I
some
mean,
happy cards.
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
Bad cards. Get some fuck you, James Gunn
I got
cards.
you,
that
baby.
might happen.
I
if
got
it's
you.
Bad.
Know what I mean? Hit me up on Etsy. That's Art by Den, DENN. You know what I mean? If you need to print the card out yourself, you can do that too. Digital by Den, DENN. You know what I mean? Either one of those sites, for whatever you need, I got you on Etsy. You know what I mean? We gonna either show James Gunn some love, or we bringing the negativity, nigga. Like whatever y'all need to do, it's up on him. It's up and it's stuck. Either positive or negative. It's not in my hands. It's on him. He gotta figure that shit out. You know what I mean?
His fault.
You can find my son Colton though.
The Colton Show, TheColton SHOW _ on Twitter specifically. But on everywhere else is just The Colton Show.
Yes.
Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. You know, I'll be everywhere.
Portfolio?
ColtonShow.com. I have my portfolio.thecoltonshow.com. I will be fixing it soon. Don't worry about that. But yeah, Yeah, that's everything.
All right. Send us home. Give us a quote.
Dude, that's Dad's birthday. James Gunn lying about like his brother telling him like when he made the date for Superman, like he forgot that it was his father's birthday. Like, come on, man.
That's even more. Don't fuck this movie up on your dad's birthday, bro. That's crazy. He. Come on, bro. You can't do that.
Please don't fuck this up.
No, please. Hey, that's my final quote. Don't fuck this up, bro.
Yeah.
Please. Yo, we out.
All right, we out.